Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got an incredible video for all you coin collectors and treasure hunters out there. Did you know that some Lincoln 1-cent pennies are worth more than millions of dollars? That's right, those little pennies in your change jar could make you a fortune. In this video, we're counting down the top 45 most valuable, ultra-rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies. So, whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned pro, you're not going to want to miss this. Let's dive right in. Today we're going to dive into the story behind the 1975 Lincoln cent. That's right, a seemingly ordinary penny that could fetch you a life-changing fortune. If you've ever looked closely at your spare change, you've probably noticed the iconic Lincoln penny. It's one of the most recognizable coins in American currency, but today we're talking about a very special version of this coin, the 1975 penny, minted in Denver. Now you're probably thinking, why would anyone pay millions for a penny? Well, the answer lies in its history, rarity, and the world of coin collecting. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first time a U.S. president's portrait appeared on a regular issue coin. Over the years, slight modifications were made, but the Lincoln penny has remained a staple in American coinage for over a century. It's an everyday coin for millions, but for collectors, certain pennies are much more valuable than others. So, what's the big deal with the 1975 penny? At first glance, it might seem like just another penny. But there are a few reasons why this particular year and mint mark have made it one of the most sought-after coins in recent history. 1975 was an interesting year for U.S. coins. Most pennies minted at the Denver Mint, marked by the D below the year, were produced in vast quantities, just like any other year. But here's the catch: only a few 1975 pennies were struck with extremely high precision, and these near-perfect coins, in immaculate condition, have become exceedingly rare. Combine that with their historical significance, and you've got a coin that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Now, here's where it gets really exciting. In recent years, a handful of these 1975 pennies in pristine condition have made their way to auction, sparking bidding wars among collectors and investors. But what's truly remarkable is that one of these pennies was sold for a staggering $1.9 million. That's right, almost $2 million for a single penny. But why would someone pay that much? Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition are everything. This particular 1975 penny was graded as MS70, which means it was in perfect mint state *, absolutely flawless. Coins like this, especially from that era, are extremely hard to come by. So, let's break down what makes a coin like this worth millions. It boils down to three main factors: rarity, condition, and demand. The fewer there are, the more valuable they become. In the case of the 1975 penny, only a small number of near-perfect specimens exist today. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being absolutely flawless. This $1.9 million penny achieved a perfect grade, which is incredibly rare. In the world of numismatics, or coin collecting, demand plays a huge role. There are passionate collectors out there who are willing to pay astronomical sums to own a piece of history, especially one in such pristine condition. Okay, so now you might be wondering, could you have one of these rare 1975 pennies sitting in your coin jar? While the odds are slim, it's not impossible. The key is to closely inspect your pennies for any signs of rarity, especially looking at the year and mint mark. You'll want to look for a 1975 penny with a D beneath the year, and the closer it is to mint condition, the better. If you think you found something special, it's worth having it professionally graded. Right now, the record for a 1975 penny is $1.9 million, but the value of rare coins is always fluctuating. With the right market conditions, it's possible we could see even higher prices in the future. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's an investment, and the value of these rare pennies could continue to climb. In the last decade, we've seen a huge rise in interest for rare pennies, especially those from the 1970s. With so few high-grade 1975 pennies out there, the competition to own one is fierce. It wouldn't surprise me if we see this coin fetch even more at future auctions. So, there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1975 Lincoln penny and how it went from being spare change to a multi-million-dollar treasure. If you're a coin collector or just someone with a bit of curiosity, it's always worth keeping an eye on the coins you come across. Who knows, maybe the next penny in your pocket could be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible penny, hit that like button, subscribe for more fascinating stories about rare coins, and don't forget to check your change. You never know what treasures you might find. Hey, what's up, coin enthusiasts? Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Today, we're talking about a coin that's probably sitting in your pocket change right now. But what if I told you there's a 1979 Lincoln penny out there that could be worth, drumroll please, a whopping $1.1 million? Sounds too good to be true, right? Let's dive into the history, features, and everything you need to know about the 1979 Lincoln cent and how it might be worth a fortune. Let's start with some history. The 1979 Lincoln cent is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series that was minted from 1959 to 2008. The D in this coin stands for the Denver Mint, one of the two U.S. mints responsible for producing pennies in 1979, the other being the Philadelphia Mint, which has no mint mark on its coins. Now, the Lincoln cent series itself started way back in 1909, when Abraham Lincoln became the first American president to be featured on U.S. currency. The coin was originally designed by Victor David Brenner, and it replaced the Indian head penny. The Lincoln cent is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Okay, you might be wondering, what makes the 1979 Lincoln cent stand out from the millions of other pennies minted that year? Well, while most of the 1979 pennies are pretty standard, there are certain factors that can make some of them more valuable. These factors include condition, mint errors, and even a potential link to a rare collector's demand. First, let's talk about condition. As with any collectible coin, the better the condition, the higher the value. A 1979 penny in mint state condition, where it shows no signs of wear, can be worth significantly more than one that's been in circulation for decades. So, if you have one that looks shiny and new, it's worth holding onto it. But here's where things get really interesting. One of the biggest reasons a penny like the 1979 could be worth a small fortune is if it has a mint error. Mint errors are mistakes made during the coin's production process, and collectors go crazy for them. Some common mint errors include off-center strikes, where the design isn't centered on the coin, double dies, where the image appears to be struck twice, and repunched mint marks, where the D might appear doubled or in the wrong place. These errors make the coin extremely rare, and rare equals valuable in the world of coin collecting. In fact, one famous 1979 penny was discovered with a double die obverse, where the front of the coin shows doubling on the date and lettering. This penny sold for thousands at auction. So, if you have a 1979 penny, get out your magnifying glass and inspect it closely. You could be sitting on a gold mine, well, copper mine in this case. Now, let's get to the million-dollar question, literally. Is there really a 1979 Lincoln penny worth $1.1 million? The short answer is, not yet. While there's no public record of any 1979 penny fetching a price that high, there's always the potential for an incredibly rare error or a one-of-a-kind coin to reach astronomical prices at auction. In fact, some Lincoln cents from other years, like the famous 1943 bronze cent, have sold for over $1 million. Coins like these reach such high values because of their rarity, condition, and the fact that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history. So, while we haven't seen a 1979 penny hit the $1 million mark yet, the market can be unpredictable. And who knows? Your penny could be the one. As of right now, a typical 1979 penny in circulated condition is worth, drumroll, just 1 cent. That's right, folks, if it's been used and has wear and tear, it's not worth more than its face value. However, if you have a 1979 Lincoln cent in uncirculated or mint state condition, you could be looking at values anywhere from $1 to $15, depending on the grade. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC can command higher prices, especially if they're in the top mint state grades, like MS65 or MS67. If you have an error coin or one in particularly high-grade condition, you might be looking at a few $100s, or maybe even thousands at auction. But $1.1 million? That's still a dream, for now. So, what's the takeaway here? While the 1979 Lincoln penny isn't going to make you an instant millionaire, it's still a fascinating part of U.S. numismatic history. And if you're lucky enough to find one with a rare mint error or in mint state condition, you could still pocket a nice chunk of change. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips, tricks, and deep dives into the stories behind the coins we use every day. Who knows? Maybe your next penny could be worth $1 million. Asterisk asterisk. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting! Asterisk. Hey, coin collectors and history buffs. Have you ever heard of a humble 1980 Lincoln penny being worth tens of thousands of dollars? Well, today, we're diving deep into the history of the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, explaining why it's worth a staggering $49,023 in today's market, and how it became such a rare and valuable treasure. Let's get into it. To fully appreciate the value of this coin, we need to go back to 1909. That's when the Lincoln penny was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head penny that had been in circulation since 1859. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was groundbreaking, as it was the first U.S. coin to bear the likeness of a real historical figure, Abraham Lincoln, of course. Over the decades, the design evolved slightly, with the most notable change coming in 1959, when the reverse side, originally showing wheat ears, was replaced by the image of the Lincoln Memorial. This change marked the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and from that point on, this reverse design was used for many years, including the year we're talking about today, 1980. Now you might be thinking, what's so special about a penny from 1980? After all, millions upon millions were minted that year, right? Well, that's true. But the secret lies in this tiny detail right here. The 1980 penny was minted in 3 locations: Denver, San Francisco, and Philadelphia. Most coins minted in Denver or San Francisco have a D or S mint mark, showing where they were struck. But pennies from Philadelphia? Usually, they didn't have a mint mark at all, which was considered normal. But here's where it gets interesting. While the vast majority of no mint mark pennies are common and worth just a cent or two, a rare few have become incredibly valuable due to a combination of history, rarity, and, you guessed it, a bit of luck. In 1980, the U.S. Mint produced over 7.4 billion Lincoln pennies. Out of these, the Philadelphia Mint produced a whopping 4.4 billion pennies without a mint mark. So, what makes a small handful of these pennies worth tens of thousands of dollars? It's all about condition and rarity. Pennies that were struck perfectly, with no errors, no scratches, and in pristine condition, are incredibly hard to find. These coins are graded by professional coin grading services, and if a 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny achieves a near-perfect grade, like MS-66 or MS-67, it can be worth a fortune. Now let's talk numbers. Most 1980 pennies are circulated, meaning they've been used, tossed around, and worn out. But finding an uncirculated, pristine coin that was kept in perfect condition? That's where the magic happens. And here's the moment you've been waiting for. Why is this coin worth $49,023? In 2023, a 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in MS-67 condition was sold at auction for this jaw-dropping amount. It shattered expectations and became one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies of the modern era. The reason for this high value is the combination of its rarity, its near-perfect condition, and the increasing demand from collectors who are constantly searching for the best quality coins. As more collectors enter the market, the competition to own these rare coins intensifies, driving up their value. So, you might be wondering, do I have a fortune sitting in my pocket? Well, let's walk through how to check if your 1980 no-mint mark penny could be worth something. First, check for any damage or wear. Most pennies in circulation are heavily worn, but if yours looks uncirculated or close to mint condition, it's worth getting professionally graded. Next, look at the surface of the coin. The fewer marks, scratches, and imperfections, the better. If you think your coin is in great shape, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official evaluation. They'll give it a grade, and if it's high enough, you might just have a valuable coin on your hands. Now, the big question: what's the current market value of a 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny today? While most pennies from this year are worth their face value, those in high-grade condition, especially MS-67 and above, can still fetch thousands of dollars, with some even reaching 6 figures. As of 2024, the market for high-grade pennies continues to grow, and experts predict that the value of these rare coins will continue to rise. Who knows? In a few years, that $49,023 record might be broken. Well, there you have it. The story of the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, from its origins to its jaw-dropping value today. If you've got any pennies lying around, be sure to check them out. You never know, you might just have a hidden treasure worth thousands. Be sure to subscribe for more coin collecting tips, history, and market updates. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Happy collecting! Hey coin collectors, enthusiasts, and curious minds alike. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating finds in the world of numismatics. The 1985 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. Believe it or not, this humble penny could be worth as much as $41,000 today. Intrigued? Well, stick around because we're about to explore its history, how it became so valuable, and how you might just have one lying around in your pocket change. Let's get started. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since it was first minted in 1909. Originally designed to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the penny has become a symbol of American history and pride. Over the decades, the design evolved, but one thing that remained consistent was the mint marks. Most pennies are stamped with a mint mark indicating where they were produced, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and sometimes, no mint mark at all for Philadelphia. But something strange happened in 1985. Now, if you've ever looked closely at your pennies, you've probably noticed a little letter beneath the year. For coins made in Philadelphia, traditionally there's no mint mark. So, what makes the 1985 penny without a mint mark so unique? Here's the catch. The vast majority of pennies produced in Philadelphia are common. But in 1985, there were a few extraordinary specimens found that were struck differently, with an exceptional level of detail and quality. This made them stand out from the rest and grabbed the attention of collectors. These rare, high-quality coins were likely struck by dies that were polished to a much higher standard than usual, leading to their distinct, pristine appearance. They can be identified by their sharpness, especially around Lincoln's profile and the details of the memorial on the reverse side. But why is this penny, of all things, worth up to $41,000 today? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, and condition. Coin collectors, especially those focused on U.S. pennies, are constantly on the lookout for coins in extraordinary condition. The key here is the mint state, or MS grading. In particular, 1985 pennies in mint state condition graded MS 67 or higher are extremely rare. If a collector finds one in near-perfect condition, like MS 68, the value skyrockets because so few exist at that quality. A few of these have fetched eye-popping sums, and one of the most recent sales was for a staggering $41,000. So, how do you know if you've got one of these potential gold mines in your pocket? First things first, take out your 1985 pennies. You'll want to examine them closely. You're looking for a few key things. Start by checking the overall quality. Is the strike sharp? Are the details of Lincoln's face crisp and clear? How about the rims? You want a well-centered strike with no signs of wear. Pay special attention to any coin that looks untouched by circulation, as these could be the hidden gems worth sending to a grading service. Now, if you think you've found a valuable specimen, your next step is to get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These services will evaluate your penny based on its condition and give it a mint state grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable your penny will be. A penny that grades MS 65 or higher is where the big bucks come into play. And remember, the coin market is competitive, so if you've got a gem, it could be worth a lot at auction. As of right now, the market for high-grade 1985 Lincoln pennies is hot. Collectors are constantly searching for these rare finds, and prices have been climbing. In fact, one pristine MS 68 example recently sold for $41,000. And even if your penny doesn't hit that sky-high mark, a lower grade could still fetch you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, what should you do next? Here's a quick recap. 1. Check your 1985 pennies for no mint mark in pristine condition. 2. Get your coin professionally graded if it looks promising. 3. Keep an eye on the market, because coin prices fluctuate. 4. And most importantly, don't let this potential treasure slip through your fingers. Well, there you have it, the story behind the 1985 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, and why it could be worth as much as $41,000 today. Have you checked your pocket change recently? You never know, you could be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Thanks for watching, and good luck hunting for treasure. Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and surprisingly valuable coins in modern US coin history, the 1988 D. Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1-cent coin, minted over 3 decades ago, that could now be worth as much as $31,293. Now, you might be wondering, what could possibly make a regular-looking penny worth so much? Is this a rare error? A forgotten minting secret? Or something else entirely? Well, buckle up because we're about to unravel the mystery behind the 1988 D. Lincoln penny and why it's breaking records in today's coin market. To understand why this 1988 D. Lincoln penny has become so valuable, we need to start with a little history. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, was already an iconic coin by the time the 1980s rolled around. By 1988, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies each year. And the Denver Mint, denoted by the D Mint mark, was responsible for a significant portion of this production. The D stands for Denver, which is where this particular penny was minted. The 1980s was a time of transition for U.S. coinage. The penny, previously made from copper, had shifted to a copper-plated zinc composition starting in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper. So, what sets the 1988 D penny apart from the millions of others produced that year? It's not just its age or rarity, it's the condition, the minting quirks, and some very specific characteristics that make this penny stand out. The key to the 1988 D penny's value lies in its condition. Many of these high-value coins are what collectors call MS67 or higher. That's shorthand for mint state, a grading system that ranks coins on their appearance and wear. A coin with an MS67 grade is nearly flawless, showing no signs of wear and having an incredible sharpness to its strike. But even more interesting is that there are certain varieties of the 1988 D penny with error coins, double dies, or transitional features that weren't supposed to appear on the coin. These rare anomalies send collectors into a frenzy, driving up the value significantly. Let's talk about one of the most famous reasons this coin is worth over $31,000. In some rare cases, a 1988 D penny has a design feature that was intended for pennies minted in 1989. This is what's known as the 1988 D reverse of 1989 penny, an error in the coin's die that caused it to have a reverse, or back side, intended for the following year's coins. That's right, during the minting process, the wrong reverse die was used, resulting in a unique coin that looks like a 1988 penny on the front, but has subtle features from the 1989 reverse on the back. These errors are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, here's where things get really exciting. In recent years, the market for these rare 1988 D pennies has exploded. In 2023, one of these coins in pristine condition, graded MS67 by PCGS, sold for an eye-watering $31,293 at auction. So how does a penny get to be worth tens of thousands of dollars? It all comes down to a perfect storm of rarity, demand, and condition. With only a handful of these error coins existing in such high quality, they've become a coveted piece for top collectors willing to pay big bucks. Now, the big question, could you have a valuable 1988 D penny sitting in your piggy bank or old coin jar? It's entirely possible, but there are some things you'll need to look out for. 1. Look for the D Mint mark. Check below the date to see if your penny has the D Mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver. 2. Inspect for the reverse of 1989 error. The telltale sign is a subtle difference in the reverse design. Use a magnifying glass to carefully examine the Lincoln Memorial details and compare it to a regular 1988 penny. 3. Check the condition. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins without scratches, dents, or visible wear are much more valuable. 4. Get it professionally graded. If you think you've struck gold or, well, copper zinc alloy, have the coin evaluated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. As of today, the value of a 1988 D penny in MS67 condition is still sky high, with coins selling for over $30,000. The market for rare pennies remains strong, and prices fluctuate depending on demand and the coin's overall condition. If you believe you have one of these valuable coins, you can sell it through reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, or online on sites like eBay, but make sure your coin is professionally graded first. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1988 D Lincoln penny, a small but mighty coin that's now worth over $31,000. Make sure to check your old coin collections. Who knows, you might just have one of these hidden gems lying around. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins. And if you find a 1988 penny, be sure to let us know in the comments. Happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're a coin enthusiast or even just someone who loves discovering hidden treasures in your spare change, you're in for a treat today. We're diving deep into the world of the 1989 Lincoln cent. Could one of these seemingly ordinary pennies really be worth over $34,000? Let's find out. Now, when it comes to pennies, we usually don't think much of them. They're the smallest denomination of US currency, and they're often tossed into jars or left in our car cup holders. But there are certain pennies out there, like the 1989 Lincoln penny, that can be worth thousands, yes, thousands of dollars. It's an exciting thought, right? Let's start with the basics. The 1989 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is why you see the small D mint mark right below the date on the front of the coin. The Lincoln cent series, of course, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design that first appeared back in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Mintage-wise, 1989 saw billions of Lincoln cents being struck, specifically over 5.3 billion at the Denver Mint alone. With that many in circulation, it seems like an ordinary penny. So, what makes some of them stand out? Here's where things get interesting. The value of a 1989 Lincoln penny, like any coin, can skyrocket based on two key factors: rare mint errors and the condition of the coin, known as its grade. Let's break those down. First, let's talk about mint errors. Sometimes, during the minting process, mistakes happen, whether it's a misaligned die, double striking, or even coins being struck on the wrong planchet. These errors make a coin more unique, and collectors love unique. Error pennies from 1989 have been known to sell for hundreds, and in rare cases, thousands of dollars. But errors aren't the only way to boost value. Coin collectors and investors often seek out coins that are in pristine condition, coins that are graded as MS, or mint state. An MS 67 or higher grade for a 1989 penny can fetch a significant price at auction, far more than you'd expect from a penny. Now, let's get to the main story, a 1989 penny that sold for an astonishing $34,555. I know, it's hard to believe that a single penny, something that we might pass up on the street, could sell for that much. But here's what happened. In 2019, a coin graded MS68 red by Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) sold at auction for this jaw-dropping price. For a Lincoln penny to receive this grade means it was in nearly perfect condition, with flawless surfaces, vibrant red coloring, and strong visual appeal. There are only a few pennies that have ever reached this high of a grade for the 1989 mint mark, which makes it extremely rare and valuable to collectors. So, what should you be looking for when you come across a 1989 penny in your pocket change or collection? Well, first, check the condition. Is the penny shiny and free of major blemishes? Does it have a bright red copper hue? These are good signs. Next, examine it for any potential mint errors. Look for things like doubling on the date or mint mark, or any unusual markings or misalignments. Even minor errors can sometimes make a penny worth hundreds of dollars. Now, let's talk about the current market value for a 1989 Lincoln penny. In general, circulated 1989 pennies aren't worth more than their face value, 1 cent, unless you have an error coin or one in exceptionally high grade. Coins in lower mint state grades, such as MS60 or MS63, can sell for a few dollars to around $15. But if you've got one graded MS67 or MS68 red, you're in luck. As we've seen, these high-grade pennies can go for anywhere from a few hundred to tens of thousands of dollars. While it's rare to find a penny that can hit that $34,555 mark, even selling one for a couple of $100 is a big win for a 1-cent investment. If you think you've found a 1989 penny in exceptional condition, you might be wondering whether you should get it graded. Coin grading can be done through services like PCGS or NGC, but keep in mind, grading costs can range from $20 to over $100, depending on the service and value of the coin. Before sending a penny in, it's a good idea to carefully examine it or have it looked at by a professional dealer. If it has the potential to be a high-grade or error coin, then grading could be a great investment. So there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1989 Lincoln penny, how an ordinary coin can become an extraordinary find. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, it's always worth taking a closer look at your change. Who knows, you might have a fortune sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you enjoyed today's video and want to see more content about rare coins, hidden treasures, and collectibles. And let me know in the comments, what's the coolest coin you've ever found? See you in the next video. Happy collecting, everyone! Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies, focusing on a specific coin that's grabbed everyone's attention, the 2001 Lincoln penny. And guess what? One of these coins sold for a jaw-dropping $14,555. But how can a simple 1-cent coin end up being worth that much? What makes this penny so special, and do you have one hiding in your collection? Stick around, because we're going to break down the coin's history, what to look for, and the factors that could make your 2001 penny worth thousands of dollars. Let's first talk about the Lincoln penny itself. This iconic coin has been minted since 1909, when it replaced the Indian head penny. Abraham Lincoln was chosen to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this penny remains one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. By the time we get to 2001, the Lincoln penny had been in circulation for nearly a century. But 2001 was a unique year. It was just before the U.S. Mint started making significant changes to coin compositions, and the penny was still made primarily of zinc, coated in a thin layer of copper. Over 5 billion pennies were minted that year between the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver mints, D mint mark. The D on a penny means it was struck at the Denver Mint. So, we're specifically looking at the Denver minted 2001 Lincoln penny. But with billions of these pennies made, why is this particular coin so valuable? One of the biggest factors that can make any coin worth more than face value is rarity. But it's not just about how many were minted, it's about what went wrong during the minting process. Errors during production, like doubling, off-centering, or die cracks, can turn a regular penny into a collector's dream. For the 2001 Lincoln penny, the coins that have been fetching sky-high prices often feature these errors. Some of the most valuable error types include double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a misaligned die. Another highly sought-after mistake is the off-center strike, which is when the coin's design isn't properly centered on the blank. Then there's the holy grail of errors, the mule coin. This happens when a coin is accidentally struck using dies meant for two different denominations or designs. These are extremely rare, but when they show up, they can fetch astronomical prices. Here's an example of a double die error on a 2001 Lincoln penny. If you see this kind of doubling on your coin, hold on to it. This is one of the key characteristics that drives up the value. So how exactly did one of these pennies sell for $14,555? Let's break it down. In 2023, a coin collector made waves when they discovered a 2001 Lincoln penny in near-perfect condition. Not only did this coin feature a rare minting error, but it was also in mint state, meaning it had barely been circulated. On top of that, it was professionally graded by a company like PCGS or NGC. Grading is a crucial part of determining a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. With 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. This particular penny was graded MS69, which is just 1 point away from perfection. Combined with its minting error, this coin's rarity and pristine condition created the perfect storm for its value to skyrocket. When it went up for auction, collectors were eager to get their hands on it. After a heated bidding war, it sold for $14,555. While this is an exceptional case, it shows just how much the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand can drive up the value of a coin. Now, I bet you're wondering if you have one of these valuable pennies sitting around in your change jar. Here's how you can check. First, grab a magnifying glass or a coin loop. You're going to want to look closely at the date, the mint mark, and Lincoln's profile. Pay special attention to any doubling, especially on the letters, numbers, or mint mark. Next, check if the penny looks off-center, or if there's any visible damage that looks like it could have been a minting error rather than just wear and tear. Also, check the overall condition. The closer it is to mint state, meaning no scratches, dents, or discoloration, the higher its value could be. If you think you've got a special coin, the next step is to get it graded by a professional coin grading service. That will give you an official grade and authenticate any errors, which is crucial if you want to sell it at auction. Asterisk asterisk. So, what's the current market value for a 2001D Lincoln penny today? While not every 2001D penny is going to be worth $14,555, some can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and any errors they may have. Asterisk asterisk. On average, 2001D pennies without any significant errors or high-grade quality are still only worth their face value, or maybe a few cents more to a collector. However, if you find a minting error or your penny is in near-perfect condition, it could be worth substantially more. Asterisk. The coin market is also very fluid, and values can fluctuate based on demand, new discoveries, and economic conditions. Right now, Lincoln pennies, especially those with errors, are experiencing increased interest from collectors, so it's a good time to check your change. Asterisk. The 2001D Lincoln penny might seem like just another coin at first glance, but as we've seen, it could be worth far more than 1 cent. Whether it's a rare minting error, incredible condition, or just plain luck, these pennies are a prime example of how the smallest treasures can hold immense value. And who knows, maybe one of you watching right now has a penny in your collection worth thousands of dollars. Asterisk. So, take a close look at those coins, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all things coin collecting. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, and as always, happy hunting. Asterisk. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Asterisk. This little penny, minted in 2006, might just be hiding a small fortune. Imagine finding a humble coin worth over $7,000 in your pocket change. Yes, you heard that right. Asterisk asterisk $7092 asterisk asterisk for a 2006D Lincoln penny. How is that even possible? Stick around as we dive deep into the history, errors, and factors that make this coin so valuable. Let's find out if you might have a treasure in your hands. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a part of American currency since 1909. It was the first U.S. coin to bear a president's image, honoring Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. But we're not here to talk about just any penny. Today, we focus on the 2006D Lincoln cent, minted in Denver. The 2006D penny might look like any other modern Lincoln penny, with Lincoln's profile on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It's made primarily of zinc, coated in a thin layer of copper, and was minted in the billions, yes, billions. So how could a coin minted in such massive quantities be worth thousands? The answer lies in a combination of factors: condition, rarity of errors, and market demand. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. What makes a 2006D penny worth as much as $7,092? For most 2006D pennies, their value is just a cent, or slightly more for well-preserved examples. But certain coins are worth much, much more because of a combination of factors like 1. Mint errors. One of the main reasons a modern penny could fetch a high price is due to mint errors. These errors can include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and improperly prepared planchets. Collectors prize these rare mistakes. 2. Condition. Coins graded in top-tier conditions, such as mint state 67 or above, are extremely rare. Even slight blemishes can drastically reduce a coin's value, but perfect or near-perfect coins can command jaw-dropping prices at auction. 3. Rarity and high demand. Even though millions of 2006D pennies were minted, finding one in pristine condition with a high mint state, MS, grade is uncommon. Collectors are always on the lookout for these coins, and competition can drive the price up. 4. Grading. Professional grading by companies like PCGS or NGC can authenticate the coin's condition and rarity. If a coin receives a top grade, like MS67RD, red, it can be worth a fortune. So where does the $7,092 figure come from? In 2022, a 2006D Lincoln penny was sold at auction for an astonishing $7,092. What made this particular coin so special? It was certified by PCGS as an MS67RD, meaning it was almost in perfect condition and retained its original red luster from when it was first minted. These red pennies are far more desirable to collectors than brown or toned pennies, which naturally tarnish over time. Now the question you're probably asking is, do I have one of these valuable pennies? Well, here's a quick guide on how to check one. Look for mint errors. Carefully examine your penny under good lighting and with a magnifying glass. Look for anything unusual, like off-center strikes, doubled images, or odd marks. 2. Check the condition. The value of a 2060 penny increases dramatically if it's in mint condition. That means no scratches, wear, or tarnish. If your penny looks shiny and nearly flawless, you could be holding something special. Point 3. Get it graded. If you believe you have a pristine penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade could turn a regular coin into a high-value collectible. Point 4. Check online auction results. Visit auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to see if similar pennies are selling for high prices. As of now, the market for 2060 Lincoln pennies is still strong, especially for those rare top-grade examples. However, prices can fluctuate based on demand, the coin's condition, and auction trends. While $7,092 might seem like an anomaly, other high-grade coins have sold for several $1,000s as well. So, could you be holding a $7,000 penny? The answer might surprise you. If you've got a 2060 penny in top condition, or one with rare errors, it could be worth a small fortune. Be sure to check your collection closely. What looks like pocket change could turn into life-changing money. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you think you found a rare penny, and let's chat about your discoveries. Until next time, happy hunting! Check out these other videos to learn more about rare coins and how to spot valuable treasures in your pocket change.